this video, I'll be showing you guys the top 10 best builds in NBA 2K26. From point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, centers, all in just one video. So if this video made your life easier, just do me a solid favor, like the video and subscribe to my channel for more NBA 2K26 videos. By the way, we're so close to 800,000 subscribers, so I would greatly appreciate it. And if y'all want to watch me play NBA 2K26 live every day, I'll be live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So make sure you guys follow all of my social medias. They are on the screen right now, and turn on my post notifications so you never miss a stream. I love to give back to all of my supporters. As you guys can see, I got all the VC codes. I'll be giving away copies of 2K26 live on stream as well. And everyone that's in my Twitch stream, Twitch drops are on as well. So you guys will get a ton of NBA 2K26 rewards. So make sure you guys go follow me on all of my social medias, turn on my notifications, and I can't wait to see y'all boys in my stream. Now, the first build that I'm going to be showing y'all is my personal 6'2" point guard, 169 pounds with a 6'3" wingspan. Now, this build right here, I would prefer you guys to play it on the threes court, but this is inspired by the NBA 2K20 offensive threat. Now, let me explain. Starting with the finishing category, y'all boys can see immediately we have an 89 driving dunk. We most definitely throwing it down and getting amazing contact dunks, even though we are 6'2". We're gonna be able to get up like Ja Morant. Like, this build is crazy. Now, if we take a look at our shooting category, our 94 3-point rating is really nice off rip. Now, when you guys unlock cap breakers, this build has the potential to have a 99 3-point rating while getting pro contact dunks. So already this build is insane. Now, if we take a look at the playmaking category, y'all boys can see we got that 92 ball handle for the best and fastest dribble moves to go with an 86 speed with ball. Because this year you get a +1 and a +2 max badge upgrade. So even though we have speed with ball, which means lightning launch would be on gold, if we use a +2 max badge upgrade without even using cap breakers, we could get our lightning launch to legend. So keep that in mind. Also, on the pass accuracy, a 71 pass ac gets you silver dimer. So please keep that in mind when creating this build. You got to take something down to get yourself that 71 pass ac. Moving on to defense with this build, it gets crazy. You're not a defensive liability being 6'2", because we get a 55 interior defense, an 80 perimeter defense, a 91 steal rating, and then a 46 block. But I would bring the block down and everything else that's irrelevant on this build to get that 71 pass ac. But our physicals on this build, we get a 90 speed, 88 agility. So not only that we're fast running around, but we're also extremely fast on defense. Like I said, this build can play defense, but if you guys mainly want to use this build on the threes court, you can most definitely take that agility down to get that 71 pass ac. And we got a 45 strength to go with the 78 vert, as that is what you need for your pro contact dunk. Now, this next build is my 6'4" point guard, and no, not all of these builds are mine. There are a lot of YouTubers builds within this video, so big shout out to all of the YouTubers, and I will obviously shout them out per build once we get there. But this is my 6'4" point guard weighing 178 pounds with a 6'6" wingspan. Now, starting with the finishing category, y'all boys see we get an 87 driving dunk, which is the bare minimum requirement for contact dunks. However, when I remake this build is going to have an 89 driving dunk, a 93 3-point shot, a 71 pass ac, and this is where we're going to adjust this build. The defense on this build, we're going to bring our steal down to a 79. That is for our silver defensive badges like interceptor and glove, stuff like that. We don't need an 85. We just don't need it. Also, bump steals this year are extremely broken, so make sure you guys know that you don't need an 85 steal. But if you do like the stats of this specific build right here, you can most definitely keep it. But what I would do is take my steal down to a 79. That will allow us to get a 71 pass ac, and then if we bump our 3-point shot down to a 93, we should be able to get ourselves an 89 driving dunk. And then depending on our perimeter defense and everything like that, we just need to adjust this build to where our vertical is then a 78. So this is gonna take some tweaking to do with the build. You might have to drop agility to like a 78 or so to make it happen, but that's what I would do with my 6'4". Now, I know exactly what I said is not what you see on this 6'4" build, but like I said, these builds were made during community day, and you only had a certain time to make all these builds. So obviously, when looking back, I can see the errors that I had, but this is still a good template for you guys if you guys want to choose a 6'4" point guard. Now, this build I would prefer to play on the twos court. I think you guys will do perfectly fine. You guys can also run this in the rec as well. But like I said, I would try to get an 89 driving dunk, 93 3-point, 71 pass ac to go with the exact same ball handle and speed with ball. But then I would bring my steal down to a 79. And then if I have to, I would also bring my perimeter defense down as well. and then my speed can stay the same. If I have to adjust my agility, I will, and my vertical will get boosted up to a 78 to get them pro contact dunks. Now for our next build, we're moving on to a 6'6" ISO point guard. All right, this is Solo's ISO 6'6" build. So big shout out to Solo. If y'all boys end up copying this build, go show love to Solo. Tell him that I sent you from this video. And when looking at Solo's 6'6" ISO build, I really liked it, and I'm gonna explain the reasonings in just 2 seconds. Starting off, he is a point guard, 6'6", 195 with a 6'6" wingspan. And y'all boys can just take a look for yourselves. All right, in the finishing category, we get an 89 driving dunk, which allows us to get pro contact dunks. So you're gonna be able to finish at the rim perfect, and you're 6'6". We get a 93 3-point shot, 93 3-point shot, which is gonna give us all them great gold shooting badges. Now, mind you, with this year, you get a +1 max badge upgrade and a +2 max badge upgrade. But don't worry about gold. You'll still be able to get extremely high badges for your shooting category. Moving into the playmaking category, exactly how I would do it. Get a 71 pass act that gives us silver dimer. For being 6'6" with an 85 ball handle, that's all you need for the best dribble moves that is 6'6" and taller. To match that with an 86 speed with ball. 86 speed with ball, that will allow you to get that gold lightning launch, and you guys are gonna need that. Moving on to defense, you get a 70 interior defense, so you're not a liability. Get an 85 perimeter defense, so you guys have really good defense, obviously. And then our steal rating, like I mentioned in the 6'4", we're bringing this to a 79 because all we need is a 79 for them silver badges. There's no reason to go anything higher. And we also get a 68 block on this 6'6" point guard build. Now, something that's underrated with this build, Solo put a lot of offensive rebound, so you'd be able to go to the ones court and do just fine if you wanted to play this on the ones, or let's just say you're going against a smaller guard on the twos and your teammate is sitting out at the 3-point line. If you go up with the layup, miss your layup, you're getting that board over the smaller guard every single time. It doesn't matter if they green that shit or not. Yeah, nah, that green rebound shit is dead. I'm getting that board because I have a way higher O board than he does. Now, for the physicals of this build, they're great. You get an 86 speed, 77 agility, 50 strength, and a 78 vertical. I truly love this build. That is why I'm putting this in here. Solo, congratulations. You did great with your 6'6" ISO build. I really like this. This is something that I could see myself using if I went with the 6'6" build. Moving on to these shooting guard builds, big shout out to Grinding. This is Grinding 6'8" demigod build, and yes, tall guard builds are back. With the dribbling system being what it is this year, you're going to be able to dribble with taller builds. Shout out to Grinding once again. If you guys take this build from this video, so go tell Grinding that I sent you. Starting off with the build, we are a shooting guard, 6'8", 185 with a 6'10" wingspan. With the finishing category, you're going to get an 89 driving dunk, getting you them pro contacts. For our shooting, we get a 92 mid-range and an 83 3-point shot. He goes with a higher mid-range here to get you the best shooting badges out the gate possible. And overall, that's actually extremely valid. You'll be able to green your midi fades with ease, having a 92, even though you're 6'8". All right, it's actually insanely overpowered. Playmaking, we went with the 70 pass act. Ball handle, you went max with an 86 to get the best possible dribble moves on a 6'8" shooting guard. To match that with an 80 speed with ball. Now, it doesn't stop there because the defense on this 6'8" shooting guard is extremely valid. We get ourselves in 60 interior defense, 92 perimeter defense, which is elite. You're 6'8" with the 92 prim, 85 steal to go with a 47 block. Offensive and defensive rebound, y'all see what it is, nothing crazy. But our physicals for being 6'8" is nice. You get an 86 speed, just like damn near every other build. You get an 80 agility, so you're not really a liability being 6'8". You're not slow. You get a 57 strength to match that with a 78 vertical. Grinding, amazing job. This build is great. Any of y'all copy this build from this specific video, make sure you go to Grinding and tell him I sent you. Really quick, if anyone is 18 plus watching this video, I need you to listen up. Hit me on Instagram right now because I am giving money to all of my supporters before NBA 2K26 comes out. So be on the lookout for me to reach back to you, and I will get you your money by August 29th. All you have to do is just like my recent Instagram post and comment, "Yo, Clutch, I am from the video." I promise I will get back to everyone. I just want to bless y'all boys going into NBA 2K26. Must be 18 years old and from one of those orange states. So don't even attempt if you don't meet those requirements. Now it is time for all of my lockdowns to shine. Personally, this is my favorite lockdown build that I have seen. Huge shout out to Bogger. He is a part of Joe Knows Pro AM team and plays lockdown for Joe Knows. So you guys know it's valid. And once again, if you guys do use this lockdown, go to his channel, tell him that ClutchUpNext has sent you. Big shout out to him. This is an absolute dog behind the sticks. He went with this small forward, 6'6", 196 pound, going 7 foot wingspan. And with the finishing category, it's nothing crazy. This is more of like a sharp lock. So if you're spotting up corner, you know what I'm saying? You're knocking it down and then you're getting right back to defense and doing exactly what you're supposed to do. So you're not really gonna be finishing like that, but we get a 62 driving dunk to go with the 72 standing dunk. Y'all boys see that shooting category. An 83 3-point shot. Sheesh. And a 73 mid-range to go with it. And then for all of my pro AM heads out there, all of my rec heads, you got a 92 free throw. So you best believe with the pure green window, no RNG, you're knocking that shit down. Playmaking category, 65 pass act, 69 ball handle, 74 speed with ball. You're really not doing anything but spotting up in the corner, spotting up on the hash, and then of course, locking everybody up that walks in front of you with the ball. Now for defense, this is where it gets nice. Off rip, mind you, no cap breakers, no +1, no +2s. Get a 60 interior, 97 perimeter defense. Oh my God. 94 steal. Now mind you, with the build specialization perks, if you go defense, you can use them 2 cap breakers. On that perimeter defense, you have a 99, and you're not even touching your main 5 cap breakers that you get, because your first 5 cap breakers, you best believe it's going on that steal rating. My boy Bogger really cooked up with it. The physicals, we get an 89 speed to go with a 92 agility. Bro, no guard is going left and right on you. That's boxed. 72 strength maxed out to go with a 60 vertical. Big shout out to Bogger for this lockdown build. Like I said, if y'all take this build from this video, go to his channel personally and say ClutchUpNext sent me for the lockdown build. My man Joey cooked up an absolute demon. Look at this shit. All right, small forward, 6'9", 185, 6'10 wingspan. We get a 93 driving dunk. Yeah, you best believe you're baptizing every person that's under the rim. Enough said. Moving on, we got our shooting category with a 93 point rating, 80 mid-range shot. That's insane, but we are 6'9". You can literally do everything with this build. Playmaking category, you get a 65 pass act, 80 ball handle, 75 speed with ball. For your interior defense, we get 65. Perimeter defense, 85. Steal, 79. And our block is a 74. We can go right over this rebounding shit, you feel me? Go right to the physicals, bro. We are 6'9". We get an 86 speed, just like damn near every other build. 81 agility, 60 strength, to match with an 80 vertical. Yeah, good luck stopping this at the 1s court. Good luck stopping this at the 2s court. Good luck stopping these tall ISO builds in NBA 2K26, especially with the dribbling system that the way it is. I'm excited for it. It's gonna feel like an arcadey 2K. I'm excited, I'm hyped. Hey, if y'all boys like this build, go over to Joey 2K's channel, tell him that ClutchUpNext has sent you, and he really put us on. W build, Joey, you cooked. Let's move on to the next one. And moving on to our power forward position, shout out to Joe Knows for providing this KD inspired build. This build looks great. This build looks like a lot of fun, and you guys can most definitely go crazy. This is damn near KD's exact build. So once again, shout out to Joe Knows. If y'all copy this KD build from this video, go to Joe Knows and tell him ClutchUpNext sent you. It is a 6'11" power forward, 213 with a 7'1" wingspan. Look at the finishing category. I don't think I gotta say too much. The entire build is crazy. 85 close shot, 90 driving layup, 87 driving dunk, so you're gonna get the bare minimum contacts. You guys get a 72 standing dunk with an 87 post control. Just look at the shooting category. This is insane. 89 mid-range, 83 3-point, and a 92 free throw. Y'all boys are most definitely taking this build to the rec, most definitely taking this build to Pro AM if y'all want to have some fun with the boys, stuff like that. Y'all can shit on everybody with your KD build. Now the playmaking category, we get a 75 pass act, a 73 ball handle with the 68 speed with ball. That's insane. Our defense, we get a 70 interior defense, 71 prim, 60 steal to go with an 84 block. Now for our rebounding, we get a 70 O board, 85 D board, to go with a 79 speed, 72 agility, 75 strength, and a 77 vertical. This build looks like so much fun just from the outside. I cannot wait to make this build eventually during the year, especially at Legend. Big shout out to Joe Knows. If y'all boys copy this build from this video, make sure you go tell Joe that you came from ClutchUpNext. Big shout out to Joe for the KD inspired build. Now moving on to the center build. Now y'all boys can see we are a center, 7 foot, 263 pounds with the max wingspan being 7'6". This is my personal inside center. So if y'all boys want to be playing with the guard that's smaller, or just in general be that big center that gets a 99 O board, 99 D board, 99 strength, eventually with cap breakers, this is the build that you're going to want to make. Now let's take a look at the attributes. Starting with the finishing category, we still get a 90 standing dunk, we still get an 89 driving dunk. I know some people were already talking in my comment section about this build saying post control is too low, pass accuracy is too high. If your guard really loves you and really wants you to have dimer, this is that type of center build. Your pass accuracy is a 92 because you'll be able to get that legend dimer. Your guard should never miss with no RNG and a pure green window. He will love you for this. Now for the defense, we get a 76 interior defense, bump this up as high as you possibly can. Get a 63 perimeter defense, 70 steal. Like I said, for the rebounding, we're both going 94. So when you unlock cap breakers, you can get 99 in both, and you won't have to remake a build, so you're not wasting $100. Then for the physicals, we're max speed, max agility being 66, 52. And then for our strength, we're going 94 to match this with an 81 vert. Like I said, this build obviously does not have a 99 O board or D board off rip. But when you unlock your cap breakers, you won't have to recreate the center build. So if you guys don't want to spend hella money on 2K, this is that center build that you would want to make, because eventually you're going to unlock them cap breakers and you'll be able to have 99 in both stats without having to recreate your entire build. Now, the next center build that I have is for all of my poppers out there. So if you don't want to play a big inside Shaq role, we got ourselves a popper on us. Big shout out to Joe Knows, because this is Joe Knows popper. So if you guys really like this popper and use it from this video, go to Joe Knows and tell him that Clutch Up Next sent you. Take a look. We got ourselves a 7-foot center, 256 pounds with a maxed 7'6" wingspan. Starting off with the finishing category, it looks elite already. We get ourselves an 87 driving dunk to match with a 90 standing dunk, so your finishing is great. Shooting category, we get ourselves a 68 midi. There's no difference between the boosts of button shooting and rhythm shooting now. Now we get a 78 three-point shot, and we still have some free throws. So this is great. This build can be used in rec. This build can be used in pro-am. You don't lack anywhere. We get an 87 pass accuracy for that dimer, so your guard is gonna love you. 52 ball handle, which you shouldn't really need. 71 interior defense, no perimeter defense because we are down low. This isn't going to be us guarding the ball. 60 steal, 74 block, 99 offensive rebound off rip. So Joe is coming at this build like day one type vibe. You want that 99 O board, this is that build. 84 defensive rebound. We get ourselves at 60 speed, 40 agility, 91 strength, so you're not getting bullied down low, to match with a 77 vertical. If y'all boys like this popper build, use it. Go to Joe Knows, let him know that Clutch Up Next sent you. So let's move on to our last and final build. The last build we got, I had to throw it in. I couldn't do the video without it. The 7'4" Victor Wembanyama replica build. Shout out to Joey 2K once again. This is the guy, the man himself, the legend, the 7'4" demon. He just loves going with the tall builds, and he will cook with them. Now, this is what he went with. A 7'4" center, 230 pounds, 7'9" wingspan. This is the exact Wemby build that he's rocking. You get a 75 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk. You get a max 3-point shot that goes all the way to a 78. A really good pass accuracy, which is an 82. Insane defense. I mean, just look. 89 interior, max perimeter defense, 55 steal, 94 block, which will be able to get to a 99 once you get cap breakers. Rebounding, get a 96 defensive rebound. You're going to be horsing everybody being 7'4". And then the physicals on this build, a 62 speed, 47 agility, 72 strength with a 73 vertical. A big shout out to all of the YouTubers that were in this video that had these builds, and in my opinion, were the best builds. These are my top 10 builds in NBA 2K26. If this video made your life easier so you didn't have to scatter around YouTube, do me a favor, drop a like on this video. And remember, I am live streaming every single day playing NBA 2K26, so make sure you guys have my notifications turned on all so you guys never miss a stream or a video. I'll be live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. If you are in the Twitch streams, I have Twitch drops enabled, so you guys will get in-game rewards just by watching my stream. It doesn't matter even if you just leave it on. You don't have to type, you don't have to do anything. Just turn on my Twitch stream and you guys will get blessed with in-game reward. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.